Alright guys, what's going on? Mouse here. So, in this video, let's talk about shadows. Let's make it quick. There are three major updates on the shadows. Firstly, we have Ice Witch Beste, which is a new shadow after you clear the new hidden chapter. So, let's unlock her. She is gonna be a shadow that has a defense penetration shadows with her. She can also freeze for 2 seconds, and we're gonna test her later. The next big update here, or probably not that big, we can now upgrade the shadow's skills. Now the problem here is that we're gonna have to spend mana power extra to upgrade them, and we have to use the new shadow's skill scrolls, which we can get from gates. It's quite easy to get them from the gates though, but I am not sure if this is something that will be a game changer. And the next one is gonna be the buff on the Monarch's domain. 400% of SJW's attack is now dealt every second to enemies within the domain. So let's just check if this is something that's like would be noticeable at least. Alright, so first things first, let's test the Ice Witch and let's check out how her skills work. So we have to upgrade her to Knight at least to get that freezing effect, and the other one is just additional damage skill. So I'm gonna do a shadow step. I want to see how the freeze works, how long it will take her to cast the freeze. Okay, summoning. Okay, so she casted the defense penetration buff first, and one basic skill, 99%. The freeze is still not. Oh, there you go. So a few seconds after summoning, 2 seconds freeze. I'd say it's quite decent. And let's try to check if the Monarch's domain will be worth it. I'm gonna add the Monarch's domain first. So I don't think this is gonna be good, but yeah, just for the sake of checking it out. So the only thing that changed here, by the way, is that 400% coming from SJW. So we just have to check that damage if it's something that's gonna be significant. So my SJW right now is 31k attack, and we summoned 15.9k, 33, 14.7. I think the monsters or the shadows have not attacked yet. 14.6. I think that's the 14.6. What is this for even? Right? Why did they even buff that? I'm not sure. Maybe there's something hidden there. Let's try again. So 15.9, the initial one. I'm not sure if that's probably this is probably the one. 14.8. We're gonna see it again. But even so, we're not like 14.8. We're not seeing anything. Maybe it's still too early to judge, but if it doesn't take any multiplier or any improvement like damage increase, defense penetration, which is the one that's making Sung Jinwoo strong, and it's pretty useless, I'd say. Summon 16.5, probably that one. Monarch's domain 17.4. Yeah, doesn't matter what that is, we're not seeing any like significant damage output here. What the fuck is this? 3k each. So maybe it's still too early to judge that, and I don't know. Let's just try again, just one more time. Let's add the weapon so that we can get more attack and more precision, and let's try to reduce the total power to still 100% or equal to the recommended total power. Right, so 783. Let's make sure I have my Monarch's domain. Let's go. $134. What's that? 50k? 46k, 34k. How much damage does skill do? The skills are already at like millions though. Right? And that's just a plum sword. So yeah. Just one last time. Just one more time. 33, 82, 33, 33. Yeah, this is shit. So I'm not sure. I probably would not want to waste a Blessing Zone slot for that 8 seconds with this 400%. I think it might not even be taking any stats or damage multiplier, and there's no element, so yeah, I don't think this one is good. So now let's talk about the Shadows skills. I'm not gonna go too deep into this anymore because firstly, we already have rough information on the Shadows damage. Although it would help, it's still not gonna be as significant, especially in late game content. So the only thing you should know about here is that if you upgrade skills, you're gonna spend a lot of resources, including mana, power, extra, and the maximum increase or damage output increase is gonna be ×2 or 100% damage. So like this one, from 414% to 829%, that means it's doubled. And the same goes for any skills here, even the other units like this one, 324% to 649. For the most part, they're just gonna be doubled. That means on paper, if you max every skill here, you're gonna have at max a double damage output on Shadows. The thing here is, right now against late game content, the Shadows are still not that good. Maybe for new players that will help, probably, but where are we gonna get the amount of resources like in the early game, especially when unlocking these shadow armaments? It's gonna be extremely difficult, and we cannot even make these level 10 because it's gonna cost mana power extra. Who the hell's gonna like spend a lot of mana power extra on these? Maybe it works in Battlefield of Time. If it works in Battlefield of Time, I'm not sure. I don't have any skill scrolls anymore. But in case, just in case, do let me know, guys, in the comment section. But aside from that, I don't see this like making anything significant or game changing, especially for those who are already playing in the late game. Maybe it's not yet the time for the shadows to shine. Maybe it's just the early setup. But yeah, for now, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.